Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. Thank you again for hitting me up for this reading. I'm so excited to see what comes out for you. I'm already seeing some really beautiful messages, and my intention for this is to help you find your balance and peace. So let's get started. First, what we're going to do is look into your current energy. Then we're going to see what energy is leaving. Then we're going to see what energy is coming into your life. Next, we're going to look into your job. I really feel your situation. I used to be in a job just like that. I dated the person at work, and then he dated one of my friends. Literally, I've been through the situation, and I understand exactly what that's like, and you're just ready to move on. And so we're going to look into how you can move on from that. And then we're also going to look into your talents and gifts. Then we're going to see like what kind of job you should look for. And then we'll look into the loan job. And then we'll also look into the gas company rep job. And then we'll kind of see how to handle the dude in that situation for now. The guy that you dated at your work, we'll just kind of look into that. And then we'll look into love for your future, because I want to be able to inspire you and see what Spirit has to say about your future for your love life, because it sounds like you've been through a lot. And then we're going to look into your overall advice, and that should wrap it up. So this reading should pretty much unlock it for you. Let's see what my cards have to say. So this is your current energy. And this is so beautiful. You're a bit worried about money and finances through this transition, and I'm absolutely loving this message. It says, you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. And they're really wanting you to just go with the flow, because God has, in spirit, or your deity, or the void, or your higher self, whatever you look at it as, really has something beautiful in store for you in this situation. And there was a time in my life where I had to quit my job because it was just so toxic, and I was so worried about what was going to happen. But then I eventually flowed into doing fashion styling and doing tarot readings, which I absolutely love. So it's so random. I could have never thought of how it all would have come together. And I kind of feel that energy for you, of like that energy of just, there's some pieces of the puzzle that you're not getting yet, and you're not meant to until like a certain time. And they're just really wanting you to release your fears and just know that like the situation is under the control of divine will. So let's go ahead and read this passage. I hope this helps you find some peace right now. It says, "This is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. In this instance, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. Practice giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything." So, messages with this card are, don't worry about the future. Know that you'll always be provided for. And a big message that I'm getting from this for you is that it's time for you to receive. It's actually time to be open to receive blessings. There's blessings coming to you through this. I cannot stress enough, like, sometimes you just randomly get blessed and you're like, oh my gosh, thanks universe. Yeah, you've given a lot. You're such a giver. You work really hard. Energy, this karma wants to come back to you. So be open to receive. Beautiful things are ahead. So next, we're going to see what energy is leaving your life. And it's just basically, this is just showing like the process you were going through of deciding that you needed to move on from this job and actually like put some feelers out and get these interviews and everything. And so I'm seeing like this is an alignment for you, like this move forward and leaving this job. They're saying, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So I'm seeing this as you like thinking late at night when you get home from work, like lots of energy, like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, how am I going to move forward? I can't believe I have to deal with this. And yes, it was ridiculous, and you have higher standards than that, and you are worthy, and you deserve a job that truly reflects your talents and skills, and that treats you with the respect that you deserve. And that's exactly where you're headed, because you have high standards, and that's awesome. And the universe responds to that and brings you exactly what you need. Sometimes, though, the hardest part is just having the high standards. If you want to stay, the universe is like, all right, you want to stay, you can stay, I'll support you. It's like the universe will support whatever you want and whatever you choose. People don't realize that. It's just, you got to have the faith and the courage to choose and dream big. And to do the work, of course, because you still got to do the work. That's part of the process. You know, you plant the seeds and then you got to, you know, water them, take care of them, etc., harvest them. So, what I'm seeing is this is the energy that's coming in, and they're really wanting you to take a leap of faith. They're saying your destiny lies ahead. So, it's time to take a leap of faith, take a risk, and put your heart's true desire to action. And then they're like, this is your fate. This is your destiny. Like this is actually like a really pivotal point in the journey for you. So don't underestimate what's happening in your life right now. Look for the magic. It's all around. So next we're going to go ahead and look into this toxic job. And look, I'm laughing. You got the boundaries card. And it says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. I'm telling you, my cards are for real. Like, we're making contact here. Like, they know what you're talking about. And, like, they know, like, this is an alignment for you. I'm seeing positive messages about you moving forward from this job. They're saying that they know, like you're insecure to move forward, but, like, trust the cards. They're saying, like, can you believe, like, we're only 4 cards in, and it seems like they're very aware of your situation, and like there's a lot of help and support for you from the other side, and like you're supposed to be having these boundaries and moving forward right now. So next we're gonna go ahead and look into how to move on from this job. And they're just like, don't worry about it. We got this on lock for you. Look, you got the joy card and the bright future. They're not even telling us how. I asked, how can you move forward from this? And I ask that question for people all the time, and like usually like a bunch of cards come out, and I'm like, all right, first you got to do this, and then you got to do this, and then you got to meditate, and then you got to do some kumbayas. Just kidding. But you don't have that. I see the joy card, I see the bright future card, and they're just like, we got this. Allow your mind to be blown. Allow yourself to receive. Oh my gosh, this is such a huge message for you. Allow yourself to receive. Do you see what wants to happen here? Some kind of miracle. So, let's see what else happens here. Your talents and gifts. Oh my gosh. You are an artist. And you're very generous. You love giving to others. You're an empath. You're kind of like me. Like, I love to give to, I'm an artist. I love to give to people. It's probably why you resonate with my energy. Like, you can probably tell that I genuinely love to do these readings. I love to lift people up. I love to share all of these beautiful messages of love that come through from the divine. So we know this about you. You're an artist, you're generous, you're an empath. It could be that you're talented and gifted with music, but not necessarily. It could be anything. It could be writing, it could be poetry, it could be singing, it could be dancing, it could be underwater basket weaving. But how about we look into what your spiritual gifts are, just to see like what you're working with here with your art and generosity. These are gifts. You're born with these. How beautiful. So you're very sensitive too. Like, your sensitivity is part of being an artist, and that's like a gift. It can be difficult at times to be so sensitive. I feel you, but it's actually a gift. It helps you tap into your creativity. Okay. This is so interesting. So I've only gotten this for like one other person the entire time I've been doing these readings. It's kind of a unique gift. So you have aura reading. You have the ability to see energy. So you might not, if you know, okay, if I say this, you have the ability to see energy and you're like, yep, I can see it. Cool. If you're surprised and you're like, I don't know, I can't see, I don't see the energy, where is it? Just realize, like, this could appear as sensitivity to light and colors. How can you use aura reading? You're probably using your sensitivity to light and colors because you experience the world like differently than most people. Like, the way that you see the world is a little different than everyone else. You're just very sensitive to light and colors and energy. So this is helping you tap into the energy so you can make your art. So this is part of, you are born with like pretty much supernatural gifts. Everyone is. Everyone has like their own little gifts and like their own talents, and we're all so unique. And sometimes you find other people who are like you, but like in like a different way. And that's how I am. Like I'm like you, just like in a different way. And so that's why you're resonating. But it would benefit for you to surround yourself with more artists. Try to go to workshops or any type of like, it's hard to get artists out of their home. We love our caves, you know, we're all so different and unique and strange, and it can be hard to get us out in public in a group, but it's so healing if you can get into a group with other artists. It's very validating, and I feel like that's going to help you a lot. And maybe like trying to find a way to do something in a group of artists is going to help you. That's why I love doing photo shoots. It's so healing for me, honestly, just to hang out in nature and to play dress up and take pictures and just enjoy. It's fun. So next I'm seeing you have this gift with divination. So you have the ability to recognize and see signs and omens. So for instance, like all of a sudden you notice there's like 5 owls sitting on the fence, and you're like doing the dishes looking out the window, and there's like all these owls, and you know it's a message because you were just talking to someone about death and rebirth and about how you were going through that and etc. So it's like, to anyone else they'd be like, oh cool, there's an owl, whatever. Maybe even other people who are spiritual, they just might have like a different spiritual gift, you know? Like maybe there's someone else out there who only has the ability to read auras and they don't have the gift of divination, so they might look at the owls and be like, ooh, there's some cool energy coming off them, but they wouldn't necessarily be able to recognize it as a sign and like as an omen. So you have this gift of being able to recognize the signs and omens. You can also translate them. So you have a very strong connection with nature, and you might also notice changes in weather. You're very light sensitive and sensitive to your surroundings. So you know what? It's kind of making me wonder, how have you been surviving in the corporate world for so long? Because the jobs that you're doing, like you're working for gas companies, loan jobs, like lots of sales, and I'm not judging you, like, because I had to do stuff like that too. I was working jobs like that, but ultimately what you should do is try to create a lifestyle for yourself that's more in alignment with who you are. And you're an artist, and you're very sensitive, and you're an empath, and you're very generous, and like it's a tough world out there sometimes. You can definitely continue to work for companies and to find one that's not as toxic, to work at a place that you feel a lot more comfortable with, and then on the side develop your art and like work towards that goal. Because I mean, hello, who wouldn't want to do their art full time and, you know, be able to work from home and be able to like travel and do things like that? I feel like that's what you want here. That's what I'm in it for. And I just think that there's another way. And especially with how the internet works these days, it's so easy to like sell your art, or like to put yourself out there, or like to have some type of service, or not even, like just to like find a way to like develop some type of business on the side to support you and to fuel like your art and your creativity. I know so many people, because I'm working in the city and working in the entertainment industry, so many people who've developed like a brand for themselves, or like a clothing company or whatever, ways that they can actually make money doing what they love, and to travel, or just to be free to like make their own schedule and do what they love. And so I'm seeing like you have these gifts and you can totally like develop them and utilize them. Yes, it's going to be hard work, but the universe will support you. So you know, this is a big decision. It has to do with what your goal is and what you want. And I am seeing the future where like you're gonna meet like a potential soulmate or something like that. So maybe that's how you ultimately end up getting out of these jobs. I see like this future for you where like you potentially could meet someone and not have to work so much, and be able to devote more time to your art. But at the same time, you shouldn't depend on that. And it's a lot nicer to be like, I did this by myself, you know? So that's a lot. But I'm basically seeing that like you have a lot of potential, and we're seeing like these gifts that you have and this ability. You can do anything you want with them. You don't have to use them like that. Some people are like, yeah, I got these gifts, but I don't want to use them like that. Like my partner, he's really good at cooking, but he has no desire to like start a restaurant or like do anything like that. He just likes to cook for himself and for his friends. And so it could just be like you just want to make art for yourself, and it's not really about taking it to the next level. But I'm just seeing so much coming out for you, and like you have an opportunity and a potential to use your gifts to get what you want. Like that's one of the, I want to make a whole other video on that. Use your gifts to get what you want. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm using these gifts and all the money I'm making from these readings. I'm using it to get what I want with my fashion job. I'm using it to help publish these editorials and to take my career to the next level. And so, yeah, I'm really trying to practice what I preach. I'm not perfect, but like I'm really trying. So I'm all about this, and I want to teach other people how to do it because I've seen like how much it's helping me so far. Like I'm already on my way to doing this. Like I'm really close to being able to just like leaving everything behind and travel the world and take my art with me. And I feel like you have a very similar goal, and if you need any encouragement, like you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I really like, I also suffer from anxiety and stuff like that, and I've still been able to, and I went through depression, and I've still somehow been able to like do this. And so like work at your own pace. It's definitely time to take a leap of faith, but work at your own pace here. Take it slow. I think you'll be surprised how many opportunities the universe is going to bring you. Lots of positive energy coming out for you. So now we're going to move on to look for a job that, and I just thought I'd like kind of, you're already looking into the loan job and the gas company job, and we're going to get into that, but I just thought in general, like, here's what you should be looking for. And they're saying, look for a job that helps, you give you what you want, to further you towards your like soul mission and your life purpose, like your goals. They're saying look for a job that helps you maybe travel or like helps you extend yourself, because these are some goals that will help. Maybe a company that will help you go somewhere else. They're saying look for a job that allows opportunities for you to move up in the company, so you're not just stuck. Yeah, interesting. Just got some practical advice, I guess. Throwing that in there. So let's move on now, and let's look into the loan job and then the gas company job. So okay, for the loan job. Okay, let's move on actually. Let's do the gas company job. For the gas company job, I feel that the interview is going to be kind of difficult. Like, you're going to have to answer a lot of questions. They're looking for someone really specific. You might actually be a really good fit because you're such an empath and because you're so generous. You would actually do really good at this job, being like a service rep for them. So, they're saying you manifested this opportunity, so this is definitely a good option for you. And I'm also seeing that the loan job is a good job for you as well. They're saying what's more important is that you get away from this other job. They're definitely confirming that it's toxic. You're going to have to make a decision. It makes me think that you're actually going to nail this interview, and you might actually be one of their main contenders. So definitely give it a shot. If I saw some cards that came through that were like, oh gosh, this isn't going to work out, then I'd tell you so you could save the time and not do the interview. But I think you should do it. I think just be prepared because the interview might be quite extensive. But I'm seeing good information coming through about that. And I'm also seeing, like they're saying, you're going to have to probably choose between these two jobs. But they're saying it doesn't matter which one you choose. Anyone is better to just be free of the situation you're in right now. So what I can say is that it really seems like it's being supported that you move on from this job. And there's going to be lots of doors opening, and it doesn't really matter which one you choose. It's just you got to go with your heart. Any choice is going to be a good choice away from this situation. And that leads me to how to handle this dude for now. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from here. So you've been having this guy that like you dated, and then like now you still have to work with him, and it's just frustrating. And we know that you're probably going to be moving on from this, but it's like, what are you going to do in the meantime is the question. Okay. They're saying just rest and allow this transformation to take place. Don't worry about this guy anymore. They're going to try to take care of him for you. And to focus on like releasing your inner goddess. Don't let this person make you feel unworthy or make you feel like you're less desirable. You are desirable, you are worthy, you are beautiful, and it doesn't matter what happened with you and this person. I mean, my heart goes out to you, but don't let this person take away your ability right now for the moment to feel beautiful and confident and comfortable in your own skin. Don't give away that power. They're saying awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity because you're worth it. And this is actually the advice for your love life. They're saying that, you know, take very good care of yourself right now because there could be someone coming into your life. I think the next person is going to be very fundamental. I feel the energy of like a soulmate coming in. And they're saying they know that you're bored and you're restless and you want this love connection, but obviously there's a lot going on here. And I see the potential for this energy to kind of take fruition once you're on the other side of this issue. So let's look at your overall advice now. Overall, this is really sweet. The universe says there's a light at the end of the tunnel and that it's going to guide you through. They want you to have endurance. You've already lit this fire. This represents like the intention you set and the momentum you've already created moving forward. You've already done everything. And it's time for you to like open to receive the next part, which I feel like this next part of your journey is going to be much, much better, a lot smoother. You just had to kind of make it through this situation, these obstacles. You've learned a lot. And they're saying be patient and wait for now. And as soon as it's time for you to strike, you'll know. And fairness, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So I hope that this reading helped you out. I feel like we unlocked it here. So much information came through for you. Thank you again for hitting me up for this one. And anyone else who's watching, feel free to hit me up by checking out my information in the description below. Peace out.